Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of Imagination Megapark. In the last episode, I put the final rides in the Desert of Doom area. I made this bungee jump ride, which you can see over here, and I finally added a ride inside this pyramid. Now, and there's still some detailing left to do, but it's nice to be close to finishing one of the areas of the park. Now, in today's episode, I want to once again focus on the lava lands. There's just a few empty spots remaining here. There's one over here. Not really sure what I'm going to add here yet. And there's a bigger section on this side of the volcano. Now, I think this side of the volcano will be perfect for a nice hybrid coaster. And I want to theme it after one of the things you might see at a volcanic eruption, which is a pyroclastic flow. Basically, it's just a big cloud of smoke, ash, and rocks that flows off the side of the volcano, and it can be pretty lethal. Now, this hybrid coaster will hopefully not be very lethal, but it will be nice to let it rampage across the side of the volcano. And maybe I'll also add the ruins of some towns in here. I'll probably also steal a little bit of land from the Marshmallow Mountain, just so I have a little bit more space for this coaster. Well, before I do any building, let's go name some more handymen after commenters on some of my last Imagination Megapark videos. Alright, here you can see the names of the commenters who are now handymen in the park. If you also want to find yourself in the park as a handyman, just leave an interesting or fun comment. And you might just find yourself sweeping Vomit in Imagination Megapark. And for the people who made it into the park so far, thank you for all the nice comments. Alright, with the handyman named, I'm now going to start with a track layout for the hybrid coaster. Alright, the layout of this new coaster is completed. I called it Pyro Plummet, after the aforementioned pyroclastic flows. Now, over here you can see it has a bit of a drop in the beginning, a little bit of a twisty section. Here's some hills hidden behind the station, and then it has this launched lift hill. Now, I alternated some sections with and without boosters, just to not get the speed up too high. And it makes it through this inversion finally at a decent speed. And there's quite a lot of height difference in the rest of the track, so it's still quite speedy throughout it. First, after the lift hill, starts with an inversion down into a drop. I'll add some interaction here with scenery. Probably one of those volcanoes. I think that will look pretty cool. Now here's it's sort of like a curve. Well, basically it's just a hill with some banking. I tried to make it look like an outward banked hill here. Now then there's a big drop downwards. Here I'll most likely build like a little town that's ruined by a pyroclastic flow. Then it swoops over this hill here. Here's another 0G roll. Over here it goes into a tunnel. Then it pops out of the ground again with another 0G roll over these two tracks. Here it does a big helix. And finally here's another tunnel, and then it's back to the station. Now I am still considering expanding it a little bit, maybe with another section over here. But other than that, I'm really fine with the layout. I think it looks pretty nice. Now, what's my first priority next is to do some landscaping around the coaster. And maybe I'll also start with a bit of custom supports when I've done the landscaping in a nice way. So yeah, let's do that next. Alright, I've done a little bit of landscaping around the coaster. Now, especially over here, well, you can see the coaster diving into this volcano here. I also made a little waterfall over here to connect this little pool here. I think it looks pretty cool. Now, here the coaster pops out of a volcano again. Then over here, I put some ruins for an old town that got destroyed. Also put some fires here. I think that also looks pretty nice. A little volcano here in the middle of this helix, and some more destroyed buildings. So yeah, all in all, I think it looks pretty cool with this landscaping here. And I think it's definitely a good extension of the volcano here. Now, there's still a lot of things to do next. I still need to do footers, we still need a station for the coaster. I think what I'm going to start with is the station for the coaster, because then we can already open the ride. Alright, the station for the ride is now completed. Now, I kept it pretty simple. It's mostly just ruins. So there are some parts of the building still standing. I didn't even give it a roof, just some of these connecting beams made of stone. And yeah, I think as a ruined building, this actually looks pretty cool. You can see the ride is quite popular with guests. I believe it has pretty high stats, excitement rating of 8.83. So yeah, you can see a lot of guests actually heading for this ride. Now, as for the decoration, here mostly just some rubble. Here at the edge of the border between the Lava Land and Marshmallow Mountain, I created a little bit more dense foliage. Just I just imagine myself walking here, and then you don't really want to see Marshmallow Mountain. You only want to see the Lava Lands. So that's why I made the scenery a bit more dense over here. Over here, just a little bit more decoration. Some more of these ruined buildings over here, just to stay in the theme of this ride. Okay, now with that done, I can start on one of the following tasks. And I think I'm going to add some footers to the coaster, which will also be quite a lot of work. Okay, I've done the footers for this coaster. Now they're always really tedious to do, especially when you have uneven terrain like this. And yeah, they're still a little bit glitchy, but overall I think they really add something to this coaster. I really like the way these look, and I'm happy that I took the time to do this. Now with that, the coaster is mostly completed. I think the only thing that I still want to do is work a bit on this border area. It should probably be pretty quick, so I can mostly just spam the same scenery I've used before. And with that, this area should then be complete. So yeah, I will quickly fix the border area, and then we should be done with this area of the park. Okay, the border area is now finished, and with that I think we can call this whole area next to this hybrid coaster completed. Now I also want to add a new patron to the park here, someone who recently joined, and I've prepared a little tower for that specific purpose. So I will now quickly add an entertainer to the park and rename him after my most recent patron addition. Alright, Isao, thank you so much for supporting me on Patreon. It's really appreciated. And yeah, I hope you enjoy your spot in the park next to this new hybrid coaster called Pyro Plummet. Now, if you're watching this video and you also want to have a nice spot in the park as an entertainer, you get a spot in the park as a patron, and you can find a link to my Patreon channel in the video description. And all the support is really appreciated. But yeah, that's going to be all the building I'm gonna do for this episode. I think this coaster looks great. I love this half-ruined station over here. Also all the landscaping around it. I also added some of these smoke plumes throughout the landscape to signify that the ground here is hot. Yeah, and I think the footers, all the landscaping here really make this area come together. And yeah, with that, most of the lava lands is now completed. So there's still this empty spot over here. I still need to think of something to add here. Other than that, yeah, I still need to redo this center area here of the volcano summit. What I put here is mostly just a placeholder. I think I can probably fit another nice ride here in the middle. Yeah, I'll have to think of something to add here, but I'm sure I can come up with something. So yeah, just a few more episodes here, maybe 1 or 2, and then this area should be finished. Alright, that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed watching me build, please consider giving this video a like. It would really help out my channel. And if you want to see more videos like these, you can always subscribe. Right, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you again in the next one. See you later.